Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to focus on the impact of geopolitics on the markets. We are going to talk about Israel-Hamas conflict. So this is going to be our focus. We are going to look at this topic very shortly. As a beginning, we are going to look at the economic calendar for this week. So today it was almost blank everything because the US was on holiday, Columbus Day and Thanksgiving Day from Canada. European market didn't have anything interesting, so everything was moving only because of the news that the war began between Israel and Hamas. On Tuesday, it is not expected anything interesting, so for tomorrow it is blank again. Only the news about the war can begin the movement in the market, nothing else. The economic calendar is empty again. On Wednesday, we have the CPI data from Germany, harmonized index of consumer prices. This is going to create some market volume on Wednesday. We have the producer price index from the US. This is very important. We have to see the numbers. And during the end of the day, FOMC meetings. The market will focus on the meetings, but don't make mistake because it is not a FOMC meeting, it is FOMC minutes, so it will be a summary of the previous FOMC. On Thursday is one of the most important days. We have GDP data. It should be with red here for the British pound. But one of the biggest events during Thursday will be the consumer price index from the US. So this is going to be also the focus for the entire week. It's one of the most important economic indicators for this week. We have also the data from China. It will move the market and mainly Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar. So let's see what is going to happen during this week. However, the focus is related with the geopolitical tension that is escalating on is between Israel and Hamas. So this conflict is not good at all. It was very sad news that began during the weekend. Related with the markets, we can see that investors seek refuge to start the week as a geopolitical tension escalate after Israel formally declared war against the Palestinian Hamas group. So everything is focused on this war so far. We have to be very careful. We may see very strange moves in the market. It is not related only with a technical perspective, but these problems and this news that will come out hour after hour will create big market volatility and probably also pattern invalidation. So it is not only related with the technical part this time. That is why we have to be very, very careful. Also, during the opening of the market, we may read that the US dollar index opened with bullish gap and was last seen trading in a positive territory below 106.5. However, also the stock market was moving. We saw gold that opened with a gap, with a bullish gap, silver, US dollar also show its strength. So what is the normal movement that happens during these geopolitics moments? So when we have such big events like the one that we are talking right now, we saw also the example of Ukraine and Russia. The market reacted in the same way, and one of the first safe haven financial asset is gold. So this is well known since the ancient times that when we have these geopolitical problems, the market jumps in gold as a safe haven asset in order uh, to protect its value, so to protect the value of their investment. This usually creates a big bullish moves on gold and also on silver as precious metals. These are the first two that tend to move, as I explained also during the previous video analysis. When the price was close to this area, I explained the fact that we had very high chances that the price was going to test the structure before the next movement down. So as you can see, after the price came close to this weekly area, This was very strong weekly area from the previous analysis, as you can see here on the weekly chart. It proved that we have buyers again that are accumulating here the volume, and they push the price up. So the focus so far for gold is that the price may increase further in normal conditions, because during the previous week when we were looking at this analysis, we are looking at normal conditions, not in these conditions where we are right now, that the conflict is escalating between the two countries. The price began the bullish movement. This was the bullish movement that began on Friday after the non-farm payroll data. So as we know, the non-farm payroll data came out very good. However, the accumulation was so high that the price increased and didn't move down. During Saturday and Sunday, we had this conflict. The price moved up. It opened with a gap during Monday. It was waiting here during all the day, as you can see, and now it is growing. We have to pay close attention to the price when it will come close to 1880. However, if this tension will escalate even more, and I hope that the other countries are not going to join the war, probably we may see the price coming also close to 1900 or probably even higher. So everything is related not only with the technical part, but it is related how the war will develop so far. So we have to be careful. We may see also the price to continue to grow further up to the top. Everything is related with the fact how the war may develop this time. But the first and the strongest barrier will be found near this zone. So let's see what is going to happen, because it can move the price down again during these days. However, the areas that I'm looking at, this is the first one, 1880. This is the first area that we are looking at. Another one is higher. This is the second one. And later we have to see and to analyze the charts again. So we have to see more price developments after that moment. These are the two areas where the price may begin moving down or possible correction. However, let's see what is going to happen during these days. This is the first one. The second one is that we are talking also about oil producer countries, so this will impact also the oil price during these times. We have to be very careful again. From the previous analysis that I shared with all of you about oil and inflation and OPEC that was going to decrease the oil supply, we can see that this analysis worked out pretty well. The price came down and reached our target. However, we are talking about not technical analysis so far, but we are talking about a tension uh, that keeps growing, and the price may continue to grow even more. So let's be careful, because we may face also strange moves. The first move that the market is going to do so far, related to that we are talking for oil producer prices, uh, the chances are that we may see any small correction and the price may test the top again close to 94 as a beginning. Probably it will not be so aggressive as it was before when we had the war between Ukraine and Russia. However, I think that it may test the top again also this time. It is not a small conflict, it's a big conflict. However, everything will be related also with the media and how they will push the market about what is happening. So this is what I'm looking at. It is not reacting so far in this way. Probably it may react slowly. However, this is also related with the fact that the US market is closed, and probably that is why the gold and oil are not moving so far. So they are only doing small moves. So let's move on the other one, the dollar index. During the previous time that we are looking at for the dollar index, the price was on the daily chart close to a very strong zone, 107.8. And we are looking at also on a 4-hour time frame for this wedge pattern. So this is very interesting, and it's also very risky. I think this is only my opinion. The price came close to this area, increased, but on the other hand, dollar index is moving down. So it means that the US dollar so far is losing value, is getting weaker, and it is not holding its position as a safe haven currency. We have to be careful. I'm not sure if this is only a small sell-off before the price will grow further. So it can happen also this. We may face taking profit taking moment, and tomorrow when the US market will open, probably we may see any strange bounce, aggressive, and it can be a bear trap. That is why we have to be very careful. From the technical perspective and for a normal movement, this is only showing that the price is moving down. However, I don't think that the US dollar is going to move down. We have to be very careful with this. I can say that this is a breakout because it's not a normal situation. On the other hand, we have also Euro USD. As I explained again also during the previous time about this one, on the weekly chart we had many strong structure areas from the left side of the structure on the weekly, and the price already closed a very big and long pin bar candle. However, this was closed on normal market conditions. That is why we have to be careful also about the Euro USD movements. The week that already began, is related with the war. What is very strange in the current situation is that despite the fact that we had the war, the price moved down only this amount of candles. So we are talking about a small movement here, only 77 pips. Price is recovering again. So from a technical perspective, this is showing that the price is going to move up further. But what is very important is that we should not focus only on the technical side when we are talking about geopolitical problem. So only with a simple news that may come out, we may see a very big invalidation. Price can move down, can move up, and it can also stay in correction here. So we are not talking about only the technicals. The market is not going to move only related with the technical aspect. From the technical perspective, I can say that this is going only to begin and to increase further. However, considering the current situation, I think that we have to be very careful, and probably the price can make ups and downs without taking any clear direction. Probably this hesitation so far is related with the fact that the US market was already closed, but with the open of the US market, this volume will grow further and we have to be very careful. So we may see the price testing 1.0440, and it can increase and it can begin any corrective moment, or we can also see the market to continue moving down even more. It is not a clear situation yet. The conflict is still not good. The war is still in development, just began, and we have to be very, very careful during the coming weeks, I guess. So that's all for today. Let's hope that everything will get back to normality very soon. I hope for the best of both countries. So let's see what is going to happen also on the financial markets during this week, because tomorrow will begin the real movements. Today it was just only a holiday, let's say. So I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video. Please don't forget to hit the like button and follow. Thank you. Bye bye.